We did have some loss of life in this, not human life, but I found one dead lamb that got washed down the fence, down the creek, and ended up in a water gap and drowned. It was a baby lamb, probably a week old or so. And then 3 of Clancy's Angora show goats got caught in the water and washed away. And I know some of you are gonna be like, well, you should have moved them. You know, that's your fault, Cody. And you know, really, realistically, I guess I would have to take the blame. It is our fault. It's our responsibility to watch over them. I'm going to start this over because I don't know if I was talking with the tractor running at first, and I don't know if that's going to work or not. So happy Cinco de Mayo. Of course, it's going to be well after Cinco de Mayo before you guys see this. But in the last week, we've had a little over 11 inches of rain, guys, and 6.5 to 8 of it came last night. And we've had a lot of stuff wash out, a lot of water gaps. I think we've got 7 water gaps if you count one of the little ones. And one of them here, our one that kind of gives us, not really, this one hadn't really ever given us any trouble. It's got some issues, but not bad. But I'm going to turn you around and show you right quick. So this one here washed out from the corner of the steer pen across the creek there and all the way over to that far tree over there. You know, it's pretty well washed out. This one had actually even washed the post out right there. So old Clarence and I got some work to do on this one, but this little water gap right here is not going to be a 20-minute fix. It's going to be probably a solid day's worth of work to really fix it back like it's got to be. But I'm going to drive along the creek here and show you where it got into some fence that has never washed out on us before. But we're going to go down and fix a little spot down past that fence by the next cattle guard, and then we did have some loss of life in this, not human life, but I found one dead lamb that got washed down the fence, down the creek, and ended up in a water gap and drowned. It was a baby lamb, probably a week old or so. And then 3 of Clancy's Angora show goats got caught in the water and washed away. And I know some of you are going to be like, well, you should have moved them. You know, that's your fault, Cody. And you know, really, realistically, I guess I would have to take the blame. It is our fault. It's our responsibility to watch over. But we were projected to get about 3 inches of rain, which would have never done the devastation that we've got here had it just rained 3 inches. But when you get, you know, my rain gauge is broke. My closest neighbor shows about 6.5, but it ran over his rain gauge. It only holds 6 inches. So just judging by the water, I'm going to say we had between 6 and 8 inches of rain last night alone. So, you know, I really felt like we were safe if it rained 3 inches. I never would have guessed it would have rained this much and caused this much trouble. But it is what it is. We're going to keep ranching and move on. So, Clancy, you ready to go get to work on the fence?
Yep.
All right. So it's probably going to be loud here. Maybe Eric will put some music or something on. Who knows? But we'll ease down by the creek here and go start on the first spot. Here that water came and went underneath this little portable shed, which is not normally sitting there. We just have it moved there while we were working on the steer pen. Got the mineral feeder that used to sit right over yonder. You can see across this little pasture right here where all the grass is hung on those You kind of see the white wispy looking stuff. That's where grass hung up on some old mustard stalks that the sheep had stripped off. But normally right here, this is the high side of this creek. It, you know, it hits here and it stays in. It might, there's a good bit of water that comes down over there, but normally, you know, about where I'm sitting in the tractor is as high as it gets. We've owned this place for 19 years, and this is the first time water's ever got over this fence. And you can see it's laid down about maybe 300 feet of fence right here, you know, 100 yards or so. Then it got over here and got into this fence over here. And so we're gonna have to stand all that up. Most of that, the posts are still in good shape. We're just gonna untie it and the steel posts and stand it back up and try to push them in the ground and see how it works. But we'll see about that in a minute. Let's go get this other spot fixed first. Surprisingly, this water gap held up really well, except for this big limb that washed in there. It really did good, and I'm going to see about getting it out right now. That pretty well got that one stood back up for now. So, just pulling that limb out of there has pretty well got this one enough that it'll probably turn a cow. It won't turn a sheep, but we'll go in through here. Probably not today, but we might go ahead and push this post right here in the ground, and when this water, it'll be, most of this water will quit running in a day or two, and we'll go in there and kind of straighten it back up and get it finished up where it looks a lot better. What are you oohing about?
This stuff's hard. Everything else is soft.
That's hard? It's probably rock. No, it's not rock. It's clay. Clint says, ooh, this is hard, but it's harder, but it's clay. You can see right there, there was a post there at one time, maybe. Maybe not. But there should be a fence running from right there, runs straight across over here, and ties onto this post. And this is just a panel fence like that right there. So most of it's here. I mean, there's some sitting right here on the ground. I see a panel right over there. And hopefully there's another one somewhere right in here pretty close that we can grab. If it's all there, we can just be a matter of standing it all back up. So we're gonna start on this. I'm gonna set y'all right here and y'all can just watch us have some fun. Let's see what we got to work with here. Let's see if we can stand this up. Whoop.
Hold on. Ready.
All right, now. Well, will it stay there by itself? Not really.
Yeah.
But it looks like we got a bunch of panels here that maybe don't even need to be in here, huh?
Well, it seems like we've overrun this one about 10 foot right there.
Yeah, and then there's one here that's kind of the same way, so maybe we got everything we need here. But I guess the first thing we need to do is maybe is that steel post bent or just, it's pretty bent. Let's take our pliers and let's just cut them out real quick. Let's just lay it back down and cut it out, and then we'll stretch it all back up from scratch. How's that sound? Why do we stand it up, Dad? Start cutting steel posts out. That's what we'll do first. So I think we're gonna have everything we need to rebuild. We just gotta start getting it loose. Well, let's pull them up and we can probably straighten them. And if I fall down today and y'all laugh, I'm not gonna make any more videos. Y'all just know that right now.
He's gonna fall down today and I'm gonna laugh.
Are you now? You think so, do you? Be the last thing you ever do, boy.
Y'all heard that if I die after laughing at him, y'all know who kill me.
Let's do this. Bring your posts over here, all them posts.
Ready? This is like when Thor lifts his hammer.
Oh yeah. So let's see if we can straighten this post a little bit.
I'm worried. Oh, I could do that. Let me try.
Too much. I've watched some Australians or something on here. They got a deal that they run this thing through and it straightens it for them.
Watch this how you do it.
Don't. Yeah.
I don't think I got enough butt in me.
There you go. Leverage. Using your foot on there. There you go. You need.
You got it.
All right. Man, this kid's dangerous. I'm gonna jump on the Can-Am and run get it. Get us a string line so we can at least get it pretty straight. Be better than not. Cut them posts out. Oh man, there's 2 panels there. You ain't dragging that. You have to cut them apart. I'll be back. Get those panels pretty close to each other. You get this? Hey, hurry! Hurry!
Why are you on the ground?
I'll get this up above right quick. We'll help you with that.
Why are you on the ground?
You just overlap it one square. That in the hole that was already there?
What happened? What happened, Sal? I was pulling that panel and it fell, okay?
Alright!
Well, that's real cute. You did a great job. He didn't even say you were up front. He said, hey, did you get that? Did you get that? He just wanted it on video, okay?
That ain't even in the ground all the way, dude.
Maybe we should call the fence builders.
Say hi!
We are not them.
Hey, that
I was going to go to church so I didn't get dirty, but
how tall is it going to be on?
Dad made that. What?
Stand one of those.
What? It's a matter of when you fall, it's how you fall.
All right, Fred is now fallen twice, and then Bub pushed her in just now, so I'll try to insert that. Ground again!
It's like watching Clancy play t-ball or basketball.
Soccer, bro.
Soccer.
Soccer. Soccer.
How many times can Kylie fall down today?
Will you really? Yeah.
I wouldn't wash your hands off. We're fixing to get muddy again.
Nope.
Did you push her in? Did he push her in?
Why were you not watching? Why would you think that he'd really hold her so she didn't fall in?
I'm going to the
Fred,
house.
I'd take a knife and poke every one of them deals you bought him at the dollar store.
Kylie, why did you fall for that?
He's been nice to me all day.
That was sorry. That was sorry. You got to tie that whole other post. On an ass.
That went up fast. Y'all are quick. I went to the house to get everybody's drinks and it was up.
We're soaking wet. Oh.
You're the only one that's soaking wet. Alright, I gotta go to the house for a minute, but this crew has moved over to this side now. This was laid down, but now they've already got it stood halfway up with the tractor. So, I'll come back out here in a minute. Bob got it a long time ago.
Did what?
Bob got it a long time ago.
Is my drink on your four-wheeler?
Sir?
My drink on your four-wheeler?
Yeah.
What?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he got it a long time ago.
I don't say yeah in this house.
I only brought Fred up there. That wasn't that long ago.
Oh.
20
minutes ago.
Well,
Good work for the day, team.
Are we done? Yep.
well, we've got everything stood up enough that it'll
Now we just gotta work heifers.
turn livestock until we can fix it right. I mean, it's too wet to fix it right now. And we really need a driver to drive some pipe in the ground to strengthen everything up. Like where we stood all that fence up over there that's got that newer net wire fence. We really need to go in there and take all those steel posts loose from where it was down at and move them all over a foot one direction. That way they're not in a hole that they're already washed out, and drive them all back in there. So, but we got it up enough that those sheep ain't going to get out and get to the other big water gap that's out. These sheep can't get down here and get out. So now we need to go work some heifers and then decide where we're going to put said heifers.
Dude, would you quit doing that around me?
So
Pop in her
I
neck.
guess let's go start on that first. I'd probably leave it running, dude. You don't want to just cut that off after you run it through there like that.
Well, I came to talk to y'all.
That's better than a mountie hole at Yee days, right, fellas? And that's just a stock one. And before any of y'all say, look at that beer coat he's holding, it's not. It's a ranch fuel. Clean energy right there. Y'all check them out. They're pretty awesome. Well, we're going to put our ram. We bought a new ram this weekend. We actually wanted to buy two to get our ewes bred a little quicker, but we were only able to pick up one. And he hadn't had a chance to acclimate to the electric fence. So he got over with the ewes and then he got right back out. Well, we got him out and then he got right back in. So I just decided we just turn the rest of them in with them right now and see if we can't get these ewes bred up. But I don't know that these boys are going to cross that electric fence. They're not acting like they want to.
We want to put you with the ladies. Would it help cost it anywhere?
I don't think so. I mean, the best chance we got is if they'll walk right over there and walk across it, but I don't think they're going to.
Quit turning back. Yeah, go back. Go back.
I don't think we're going to get them to go realistically. They've done been shocked by it too many times. They know it ain't what it is. So big ram wanting to run off. Come on, get together. Everybody get together now. Oh.
Yeah, go to the fence.
That's about as narrow as we could have made it over there. You might try walking that away just a little bit. Success!
We did it.
I would not have bet on that. I really would not have bet on that.
Why are you going back in?
Well, we got to go down there and shut that gate.
Oh, I forgot we left it open.
But I guess we can come back around and shut it. I think I could now justify the purchase of a skid steer.
After one flooding event?
Yeah. How many does it take, Erica? How many does it take, Erica, for you to realize that we gotta have it? How many does it take for you to realize we gotta have one? I think, what do y'all think? Drop in the comments if you think we need a skid steer. I definitely think we need a skid steer. I don't know if I told them or not. Yeah, so what Erica's referring to is we're gonna have to go back and fix some of that electric fence. I mean, not an electric fence. We're gonna have to go back and fix some of those water gaps and stuff that we stood up earlier today. We got most of it where it'll turn livestock, but it's not fixed right. So we're gonna go back in and we'll have to pull a bunch of steel posts loose from the fence, move them down a couple of feet, re-drive them so that the wires, we can, get them into good ground again. Replace a few pieces of pipe like this, move them down a few feet. A lot of y'all ask, why don't we concrete? Well, around here, if you drive a post 4 to 5 foot in the ground, it's as good as concrete. I mean, most of your post hole diggers are only going to dig about a 3-foot hole, so you're 2 more feet down in there, and that concrete, that ground will expand and contract around it, and they just never stay as tight. One of the posts that washed out over here was concrete. One of the other ones was a drove post. It's just kind of the same, but you drive one around here. If you get through all this black dirt that's pretty soft, you get into that good rock in the bottom, it ain't going nowhere. I mean, it works good. So
You say it ain't going nowhere.
it ain't going nowhere. That's right. Pull on that strap. But anyways, thanks guys for joining us. We appreciate it. Like and subscribe. Let us know what kind of stuff you like. Let us know if you got any questions. Keep ranching. Now if I can not get electrocuted.
Don't get stuck.
I would love to. I'm going to put me an on-off switch on this.
You said that before.
I keep saying that. Just need one right here.